He's in there.
Why are you paying the price?
Well, we're paying the price for him because he's my son.
How do you know? How do you know?
I just know it. Know my son.
Hey,
he was living with me for a long time. That's how I know him.
And I understand and I respect it. Looking through the eyes of a father. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I wish it were under better circumstances. And I'm sorry that you guys are having to come here and deal with this, but better now than 6 feet under in a pine box, right? We've had a lot of issues with him. And I think that, I don't know, I mean, I guess you realize and the spiel that I give to everybody is that watch the news, which I hope you do. Every day, someone dies in Harris County from a DWI. Every single day. We in Harris County lead the nation. We
Hold all conversations.
We lead the nation in DWI fatalities because it happens so much. Is it because we have 4 million people here? I don't know. Is it because Harris County is 3 hours from one side to the other? I don't know. But that's what it is. And it's disgusting. And what scares me with him is he has 3 open DWIs and 3.
Buckle up, because what the judge just dropped is jaw-dropping. This defendant isn't facing 1 DWI. He's juggling 3 open DWIs in 3 different counties. That's like striking out in 3 stadiums and still asking for another pitch. He's not here for a single mistake. This is a dangerous pattern. Yet, his family is pleading for him to come home. So here's the clash. Should public safety outweigh family loyalty? Stick around. This is about to get intense.
3 different counties. That is extremely scary. And we're lucky that no one has been injured. A life has not been taken, because it could have gone so much worse. The reason that it's taking as long as it is because he does not have, I'm presuming he doesn't have a lawyer in Nueces, right?
This time, that's correct, Your Honor.
If you guys are able to get a lawyer for him down there, hopefully that can speed up the process to get everything working. Because here in Harris County, we have so many cases. We have so many people in custody that we move it like crazy. We're very, very fast. We're a fast-moving criminal justice system here. Fort Bend is building their way up to being as big as we are. So they're a little bit slower. But in the other counties, in like Brazos and Nueces, Corsicana, and they do things a lot slower. So if you pick up a case, you may not go to court for 6 to 8 months, and then you start dealing with it. It looks like that's what's happening over there.
Did let the family know that even though they don't have a court date yet in Nueces, getting a lawyer down there, they can talk to the DA and they can start working on the case and talking to myself and the Fort Bend lawyer, trying to get a global deal done prior to any court date even being scheduled. Because, I mean, the case is open and pending. I mean, it's there. So that's where we are for now. But I think the bond in Harris County is the only thing keeping him from going home to his family. And so we're trying to figure out a way to see if the court would allow him to post maybe a lower amount for bond.
It scares me to let him out. It scares me to let him out. He's repeatedly shown us that he refuses to comply with bond conditions. If I let him out, what's going to happen? Is he going to pick up a 4th? Well, I know you're going to say no, but history.
This is where emotions explode. The father steps in, begging for a second chance. He paints his 21-year-old son as just a kid who slipped up but is ready to change. But the judge pushes back. History tells us otherwise. And that's the heart of this case. Do we trust promises of reform when the past screams broken rules? Tell me, are you siding with the father's plea or the judge's warning?
Tells us otherwise.
Sam, but I see where you're going with that. But my son is a 21-year-old kid. He's still a kid to me. And he messed up 3 times. Yes, he did. But he's ready to come out and do right with society and do the way he's supposed to. He's going to come out. He's going to live with me. He was out there living in Corpus because he turned into a welder. And I never agreed with him. I told him, I said, I don't like that for you. I'm a roofing contractor. He's going to be living under my home. And he's going to be staying with me. And I will be giving him a ride to wherever I need to take him to get his stuff straight. That's what I have, and that's what I want from him, and I know that's what he wants too. He's not a bad kid like that. He's not like what we're writing him off to be. And I see your position, and because you're telling me about, all these fatalities and stuff, but that's not my son. Twice he was caught. He was parked. 150 times I tell you at AA that you're probably going to kill somebody. Of those 150 chances, he's got two. He decided to stop and pull over and he didn't crash with anybody. Yes, he got caught 3 times, but he's ready to not ever drink again.
How many times has he not been caught?
He's young. He hadn't been drinking. He hadn't been drinking until 21, because he left and he was living on his own. He was living in my house. He didn't want to be here at my house anymore because he went out there to work. But him being a young kid, he lost his girlfriend. We had a cousin of his committed suicide, so he had a lot of stuff going on in his head. But now this is real to him, and he's learned his lesson. He's ready to be out here, and he needs to come out here and start working. He's gonna work for me, and he's gonna make money to pay for all this mess that he got himself into. Right now, we're paying the price. He's in there.
Why are you paying the price?
Well, we're paying the price for him because he's my son, and I'll give whatever I have to get him out of there.
Sorry, I really am.
He is not like I don't want to. He's not like all these other people, man. I'm sorry, my kid's not like that. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't abuse anything else. He messed up with the alcohol, being too young and not knowing what to do.
How do you know? How do you know?
I just know it. Know my son.
Hey,
He was living with me for a long time. That's how I know him.
and I understand and I respect it. Looking through the eyes of a father, I get this a lot. But when you have 3 DWIs in 3 different counties, judges have told you repeatedly what you can and what you can't do, and you repeatedly flaunt that. And
Here's the gut punch. The judge makes it crystal clear. This isn't about sympathy, it's about public safety. He even admits, as a father, how hard it is to say no, but repeated violations come with consequences. This is the justice system's hard truth. Leniency ends when trust is shattered. So let's ask, how many chances should someone really get before the system says, enough is enough?
and just don't. And you have shown us repeatedly you're going to do whatever you want to do, regardless of what a judge tells you. And I know that that's not what you want to hear, and I'm sorry, because I don't like to keep people in jail, but my only concern is public safety, And I know that you don't like to hear it, and it pains me to do it as a father myself as well. But I don't know how else to get him to realize that when you don't abide by court orders, this is what happens. And
Judge, you read people, you see people, you've seen my son. See him, and I'm telling you, he's not going to do this again. We want him out here so he can start working. He can work for me, and he start paying for his stuff. He does no good to anyone in there. He does no good to anyone in there.
But it does, though. Protects the public. What I'd like to do is, we've had him TRAS, right? Okay. So what we do is I have clinicians on staff who evaluate him and tell us what the proper course of action is. We've had our clinicians evaluate him, and what that is that it's a treatment facility that's kind of like a long-term rehab type facility where it teaches him how to deal with the issues, cope, and not use alcohol as a way to cope, as a coping mechanism. After he does that rehab, we have him going into sober court, which is a long-term, an 18-month program that supervises him by one of the actual judges here that keeps him under their wing and meets with them on 2 times a month, where he would come to court, meet with them to ensure that he's on the straight and narrow. While he's with me now, I can pay for it. If he's on the outside, I can't pay for anything.
That program with other.
Right. And unfortunately, we want to do that, but I can't do anything until those other two cases are resolved. The idea what Will had was you've got a lawyer in Fort Bend. You have to get a lawyer in Nueces. Once you do that, we can work together all as one unit to resolve all the cases at once. And then we get them into this program, and hopefully the other counties will see it.
Then comes a potential lifeline. The judge floats long-term rehab through SATF, followed by sober court supervision. This isn't just punishment, it's structured recovery, designed to stop the cycle before it kills. But there's a catch. It won't happen until the other counties sign off. That means his freedom depends not just on his past, but on how fast multiple courts can align. Imagine the stakes. Every day waiting is another day temptation knocks.
That this is what we want to do. We've got a long-term solution to help him keep sobriety. And it's okay.
Is this program, does that mean that he has to be incarcerated during the entire?
It's an inpatient treatment facility, correct?
He would go from custody and jail here straight to the treatment facility. So he wouldn't be incarcerated, but he would not be released in between. He would go straight to the.
It's not too terribly long. It's around a 6-month program, 6 to 8, 6 if you respond well. And after that, we let them out, and it's an aftercare program where he meets with us. He literally meets with the judge 2 times a month to ensure that he's on the, he's doing well. And if he does well, he gets rewarded throughout the program. They help him get his license back, help him job searches. So it's a really rewarding program. And the idea is to get him to recognize is at a early age now, before it spirals out of control at a later date, or either that, or before you do some catastrophic damage where you're now ending up with a 40 or 50-year sentence. That's the goal.
The treatment facility is called SATF, SATF. It's an acronym. It's up in.
Yeah, it's Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, SATF.
Up in
But
Atascocita.
we can't until Nueces is on board as well.
I'll talk with the family more, Judge.
You want to use all this money to get him out of jail. He needs a lawyer over there. The money, instead of getting him out, probably be better spent with the lawyer in Nueces, so that we can work all together to find a great resolution. Not just getting him out and hope he does well. We have the tools, and I can pay for everything for you. It's a $30,000 program that I'm willing to pay for you. Not to mention aftercare, which is probably another $15,000. So we are footing the bill for everything. But I can't do that if he's on the outside.
Okay.
I know that it's not the answer that you want to hear, but it may be a blessing in disguise. Work with me. I want what's best for your son. We're not here just to throw away the key. We don't want to do that. We want to help him. Sometimes it's better in the long term to sit in there, get him in the facility, than to just put him out and throw him out there in the wolves and hopes that he does well. Okay.
I'll talk to him further. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
And here's the shocker. This program costs nearly $50,000, all funded by the court. That's $30,000 up front, plus $15,000 in aftercare, invested in one man's chance at recovery instead of locking him up. But the father still wants immediate release. So here's the real question. If taxpayers are covering this massive opportunity, should the defendant be required to take it, or should he get to prove himself free right now?
It's a time served on a trespass.
I don't know if I'm ready to just let him out. I don't, because I truly think that if I let him out, he's just going to start using again. And that's what I don't want to
This is his
happen.
only time. This is his only mess up while he's out on bond now.
The only way that I would have is to have him come twice a week to test, so I know that he's not using, right?
Right.
And I'm going to tell you now, it's a How long do you think it's gonna take?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the only way that I can really know that if he's not using is to constantly test.
yeah. Even still back
He's
there.
gonna do that? You think he's gonna wanna do that, come up here twice a week to try to test?
I don't think he wants to, but I think he will. But I haven't never had any issues with him showing up. But I mean, so should I just get a trial setting or should we?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, and because it's a jail case, we'll do it as soon as you want.
Okay.
You know, I got to give them at least 30 days so they can get all their motions and subpoenas out. But, you know, we can get you already have a case December 3rd that we set, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set on the 3rd? Yeah. Set up the trial on the 3rd, you said?
Sure.
Yes.
Actually-
I have a trial set that day as well, but.
With us.
I did.
Sent you a jail case that day.
Yes.
So I'm saying we could do the same thing.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Minutes.
What, Mr. Smart? Ay, ay, ay. What's going on with you, man?
I'm just tired. I'm supposed to be on medication.
Did they just pick you up?
Yes, sir.
You still coming down or what?
No, I've been here for a couple of months.
Here for a couple of weeks.
No, it's been over.
When did he get a, when did he
Was
get picked up?
on, it's been since 9/16.
Oh,
You've been in custody here since 9/16?
Shift to another defendant, Mr. Smart, case after case, trespass after trespass. The judge finally lays it down. The days of catch and release are over. That line hits hard. It's the end of tolerance. The judge isn't just fed up with paperwork. He sees someone circling the drain. This time, instead of jail, it's treatment. But will Mr. Smart finally take it seriously? Or is this just another wasted
Continuously?
shot?
No, I think,
I'm just a trespass.
I know, but
Yeah.
it keeps happening, Mr. Smart, and you keep picking up trespasses and you keep coming back here and I'm sorry, you don't come back here. This is now our fourth trespass case and you never come back. The days of catch and release are over. Do you understand? And I am now, any more cases that you pick up with me, we will now be working on getting you treatment so that it stops happening. Where are you living?
With the friends.
Who's in your life right now?
My sister, my mom.
I've been speaking with his father, but they live up in Fort Worth.
Why aren't you living with them?
Me and my dad don't see eye to eye sometimes. We
Can I take a guess why?
I'm not trying to lie. He's
Mr. Smart, you have now, for the past 3 years, have been in and out of custody. And before you know it, 15 years are going to pass and you're going to look like that little Quasimodo dude on the side of the road begging for money because they've got no job, no prospects, but only addiction issues, never willing to take care of it. Toothless. Is that what you want? How long has he been in custody?
And here's the bigger picture. 2 different men. Same battle. Personal struggle colliding with public safety. One with 3 DWIs threatening lives, the other trapped in a cycle of trespasses. The judge's answer, not just punishment, but intervention. Programs that cost money, time, and hope, all to break addiction before it destroys more lives. But the question remains, do second chances truly work? Or are we gambling with public safety? If this case hit you as hard as it did us, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Since September 13th.
I'm not gonna do it. I think that we need to have Mr. Smart TRAS to see what the problem is, why it continues to happen, and so it stops. We're working on since 22, early 22, burglary of a building, trespass, assault, trespass. And now I'm not doing this anymore with you, Mr. Smart. I'm not gonna do this. So we will have you evaluated. I want you to talk to my clinicians to find out what's going on with your life, to see what we can do to help you out, to get you out of this rut before you kill yourself or worse. No more. Do you understand? We will do it expedited, so it's not going to sit here and languish. So today's Thursday? Hopefully we can get the TRAS done tomorrow.
Okay,
We can come back maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and figure out what they say, where the proper course of action is.
sure.
Mr. Smart,
Okay,
please be honest to the people that we have you talk to. If I get a report back and it tells me that you're all rainbows and gumdrops and there's no issues, I'm going to send you right back to do it again. Do you understand? Be honest, because we want to help you. That's the only way that we can. Okay? See you on Tuesday or Wednesday. Thanks, you.
Unfortunately,